Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're coming in with a classic Spanish recipe that dates back hundreds of years. In a dish that was typically made by farmers and common people with whatever ingredients they had on hand, as it gave you the energy to tackle on a hard day's work. We're talking Spanish poor man's chickpeas. This is known as Garbanzos a lo Pobre. Now the beauty of this recipe, besides the fact that it's easy to make and made with simple everyday ingredients, is that it comes together in about 40 minutes, yet the flavors feel like they've been simmering for hours. Folks, serve these chickpeas next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish red wine. More specific from the region of Valdepeñas, you can have yourself a taste of Spanish history. This video is sponsored by tienda.com. The Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the spices you need, such as sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which we're going to be using in today's recipe, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings, and even offer classic grilling systems that way you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure you use coupon code ONAFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's begin by prepping our ingredients. I'm going to drain 2 cans of chickpeas into a colander and rinse the chickpeas under some water. Size of the cans I'm using are 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams each. Of course, you can also use dried chickpeas here like they did in the old days. You soak them in plenty of water overnight and then simmer them the following day between 1 to 2 hours or until they're just tender. Then we'll cut one medium-sized potato that's been peeled into small bite-sized cubes. I'm using a new potato here, but you can also use Yukon Golds, Golden Delight, or even a red potato. And we'll also roughly chop 1 medium-sized onion, roughly chop 4 cloves of garlic, finely chop 1 green bell pepper, and cut 1 carrot that's been peeled into small bite-sized pieces. For the next step, I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat. You can also use a stock pot here if you like. And add in 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. Important to use the good stuff here. This is the base fat of the dish and what truly makes a difference. Link where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. After a couple minutes, we'll add in the chopped vegetables, except for the potato. And we'll mix it around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil. And as you know, I like to mix this around continuously, that way everything evenly sautés. After about 4 minutes, and the vegetables are lightly sautéed, I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar, which is 15 milliliters. You can also use sherry vinegar here, or even apple cider vinegar. We'll also add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams. And 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, which is 1 gram. And we'll give it a quick mix. And I tell you, by adding the vinegar with the spices and herbs right now, it's going to make the ingredients nice and aromatic, which at the end gives this dish a beautiful lift of flavors. Then we'll add in the chopped potato and the drained chickpeas. And then we'll season generously with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a gentle mix until it's well mixed together. Then we'll add in 2.5 cups of water, which is 600 milliliters. You can also use vegetable broth here, or even chicken broth if you like. I just prefer to use the water in this recipe, that way the liquid doesn't overpower the flavors of the dish. And we'll turn it up to a high heat and give it a gentle mix. Once it comes to a boil, we'll place the lid on the pan and lower the fire to a low-medium heat, and we're going to simmer this between 15 to 20 minutes or until the potatoes are just cooked through. In the meantime, let's start making our thickener. I'm going to heat a separate fry pan with a medium heat and add in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 30 milliliters. After a couple minutes, we'll add in 3 whole cloves of garlic that have been peeled and crack in 1 egg. And as you know, before I add an egg into a pan, I like to crack it into a bowl, as it ensures that no eggshells go into the pan. And we're going to fry the ingredients for a couple minutes. or until the cloves of garlic are lightly browned and the egg is well done. After a couple minutes and the cloves of garlic are lightly browned and the egg is well done, meaning the yolk is fully cooked through, we'll remove the pan from the heat and transfer the ingredients into a mortar. We'll also add in 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley, which is 8 grams, and a pinch of sea salt. And using a pestle, we'll pound down on the ingredients until we end up with a paste-like texture. If you don't have a mortar and pestle, you can also use a food processor, or even add the ingredients over a cutting board and finely chop them. Okay, let's move back to the chickpeas. After simmering them between 15 to 20 minutes, I'm going to remove the lid. And at this point, the potatoes should just be cooked through. You can always pierce them with a toothpick just to ensure that they're done. If you see that yours need more time, you simmer this for a bit longer and add in more liquid as needed. For the final step, I'm going to add in the egg and garlic mixture. And we'll give it one gentle final mix until everything's well mixed together. Then we'll remove the pan from the heat and transfer some of the chickpeas into a shallow bowl. And check it out, folks, our Spanish poor man's chickpeas are done. Easy to make, simple everyday ingredients, and all done in about 40 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, garbanzos a lo pobre. This looks absolutely delicious. Can't wait to try it. Here we go. That right there is truly on the money. So simple but so good. The chickpeas and the potatoes add the texture. You have all those vegetables with the vinegar, the oregano and the paprika giving it that lift of goodness. And that fried egg with the garlic, taking this to the next level. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish red wine from the beautiful region of Valdepeñas, gotta have yourself a taste of Spanish history. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Karen Reynolds, Leslie Tyson, and Kevin Moran. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.